John, show and tell. What is she talking about? What did I help somebody get rid of in 1 minute in the elevator? And it's been 3 months. Show it when you know it.
The house white.
Wine, red wine, white wine, any kind of wine. Is it time for you to give up wine? If it is, we want to help you today. Matter of fact, John, well, first I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Michael Losier, certified emotion code practitioner. I am live here every Saturday with John, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. We are on some crazy number episode, which I don't even know, 130 something, which means we've got 133 previous episodes on our Facebook page, or on our page, which is HangoutWithMichael/bros, BROS. Boy, we've covered many topics. Now, we tried to stop drinking in November, the October sober.
Yeah.
Put your hand up. So you know what? We're asking the same thing today. We're not asking you to give up everything, just wine. Do you have some just wine that you'd like to get? Red wine, white wine? Let us know if we can help today. So, and I'm going to welcome you, John. Let our friends know about you.
Hey, yes, my name's John Inverarity, also in Vancouver, Canada. And I'm a certified emotion code and certified body code practitioner. And yeah, this is a really great topic. So, you know, I did a campaign for all my clients, or two actually, for my clients just recently, and reducing or eliminating a food or drink item. And a lot of people said wine. And just to like reduce it, you know, or even like cut it out. But what people said was that like their favorite wine tastes different. Like it actually is not appealing to them anymore. You know, the craving is like really reduced, but when they go and, you know, have some, it's just not appealing at all. And they don't go and buy it anymore. And, you know, it's amazing. Simply. Yeah.
A lot of success with getting rid of people's food. Now, you inspired me. So my database of clients, I'm also launching a campaign in February, and I'm going to be doing wine. It's going to be a free service. I'm going to have an online form. My existing clients will, if they want to be chosen or not be chosen, if they want to have it done, they'll fill out the form. And then 7 days later, I'll send them an email and say, how you doing? And we'll see what their wine's like. Now, some people say, well, you know what? I did get a glass of wine, just like what you said.
Yeah.
Because I was triggered to. I was with my girlfriends and boyfriends, and we had a glass, but I never finished it. And I never realized that I never finished it until I never finished it, or I didn't like the taste of it. So
yeah.
Are you brave enough today to give up wine? We'd love to help you today. John, let's say good morning to our friends that are watching today. And I guess I don't need a headset. And we will, well, first, Natasha Paula Samuel made it in nice and early. And Holly Pitas has joined us. So
yeah. So if you're watching live here on Facebook, say hello. You know, even if you're watching the replay, let us know. Just say hi. Let us know where you're watching from. We always brings us some joy to see where everyone's from.
Oh, for sure.
Who else is here? We have Sylvia Bellini from the UK, London, England. Says hello. End of sunny day in London. Where's my tea? Yeah.
Hey, you want to give up tea? No, I'm kidding. That would be blasphemous almost.
Yeah, no, don't even go there. No. Maddie's here, says hi. And we have Permelia Parhams here. Good morning, bros, from a wet and rainy Parksville. And probably windy too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just read a report this morning on the news or wherever that Vancouver Island, where I live, is going to go through, it's called Pineapple Express. Do you know what that means?
Yes.
I know it's going to be like 14 to 20 degrees and raining out. That's
yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, it's yeah. Sylvia says, I have a glass of Prosecco once a year. I won't be a volunteer.
No, I don't get that.
No. Maddie doesn't like wine.
That's okay.
Paula says, I'd like to give it up. Hey.
Okay, Paula. Well, you know what? We're taking names right now. So Paula Cresswell, I'd like to give it up. Tell us, is it white wine or red wine? And you don't really need to tell us how much you're drinking or not. Just like, okay, if you're willing to do that, let us know. Give us permission. We'll talk about that in a minute. Ian from Burnaby's joining us, Burnaby, BC. So another fellow Canadian, welcome. Matt is from Grand Forks, ND. I think that's North Dakota, if my Canadian and US geography is right.
Yeah, good one. Yeah, Sylvia says, hands off the tea.
Yeah, hands off the tea. I'm not going to mess with your tea.
No.
Well, you know what? If you've been watching the show or you're just new to the show, we are going to explain briefly about the emotion code process and how we, at a distance, that's why it's called distance healing, we can identify some old emotions. They're old emotions that are causing you to have wine or beer or whatever the challenge is. It's an old emotion. Maybe it's a negative experience you had or an accident or some trauma. And that old emotion is still within you. And John, what's an old emotion that's still within you called?
Trapped emotion.
That's right. It is trapped and it's trying to get out. And if you can imagine that trapped emotion as a cartoon, it's saying, let me out, let me out, let me out. And sometimes that screaming trapped emotion that's unprocessed is in your neck or your back and it's going pump, pump, pump. But it also works for mental challenges like, habits and addictions and drinking beer and being triggered. It's all emotion related. These unprocessed emotions, like John said, are trapped emotions. John, talk about the chart and how we use the chart to first hunt down to identify the trapped emotions. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. So the emotion code chart developed by Dr. Bradley Nelson. So it's an energy healing modality. It's also a book, the emotion code book. Right here, hardcover, forward by Tony Robbins, which is awesome. And so there's 60 trapped emotions, and how we identify them is we're going to ask your subconscious what the problem is, what the trapped emotion is that's creating that craving, and more so what emotions we can clear to reduce and eliminate the want, the need, the desire, the must-have, white wine, red wine. 7 days a week or, once a week, whatever it may be. I just do want to add, if you do want to reduce it, if you want to reduce the weekday wine, we can start there. But some people just end up kind of putting it off to the side and just no longer interested. So a little forewarning.
A wine cellar that you paid thousands of dollars for and you're not willing to give it up or sell it, we can help you reduce.
Sit down.
Yeah. Take a seat because we can't help it. The emotion code is that good that this one or two, I'm not going to say how many emotions there are. We're going to find that out. That's our job. Our job is to talk to your subconscious mind at a distance using muscle testing, scan the chart on your behalf, find out which one of these emotions are causing it. And John, once we find it, then we do what to it? We
get rid of it. So delete it. We'll remove it. We'll use a magnet there over the governing meridian, and that just amplifies our intention to clear it through your whole energy system. And that's it in a nutshell. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what we're going to work on today. We've got a couple more comments. Wendy Kyle has joined us from Saskatoon, a fellow Canadian friend. Kim Petty Renshaw, I'd like to volunteer. White wine. Well, I'm going to work with Paula Griswell. She's likes red wine. So, John, if you want to scan there and see what Kim Petey has to say.
Kim Renshaw says white wine. Paula, red wine, mainly drink it too much. Mainly because I drink too much when I drink it.
Yeah.
So absolutely. That's great context. Thanks, Paula.
Yeah, we're going to demonstrate a couple sessions. I want to do one on Paula, and John is looking for his subject. Vicky Holmberg is volunteering, and Tina Louise is giving us a GM. I'm sure that means good morning. So, hey, Tina. Whoops. Anybody else you see on your end, John?
Vicky volunteers. Vicky also says eliminate blockage to abundance prosperity. We do that too, but that's a different show.
Yeah, well, it's not just a show. It's actually a protocol and takes more time than do a quickie. We can loosen it up on the show if we were doing that subject, but you know what? Hashtag do yourself a favor and hire a bro, and we can get rid of we can lower or eliminate your scarcity consciousness, and then we can help open up your receiving valves and all the BS beliefs about whether you're worthy or whether it's safe for you to be wealthy or abundant, whether it's okay, and whether you even believe it. We'll strip all those.
Yeah, it takes a few sessions. I do 3-session packages. Michael does, 2, 3, 4, 5 session packages. Yeah, so there's layers to it. Jillian volunteers. Jillian Sheridan says, I'll volunteer. Don Boehm's here. Don, good morning from Illinois.
Good. So, John, I'm going to set up the keys. Well, first, I have some of this. I'm in a hotel. That's why it's a plastic bottle. But Tell people about what the water's for.
Yeah, so we drink a lot of water here. It just helps with the muscle testing, helps us get clear answers. And on your end, on the receiving end, drink water as well, and that'll help with the processing.
Okay. So I'm going to use muscle testing. I'm going to talk with Paula. Paula, just for the fun of it, let us know where you're calling from. John and I have international clients. Matter of fact, even for people that I live in Victoria, they want to meet me in person. Hashtag, it's way too complicated. Just sit at home in your kitchen table or in your sofa or lay in bed. You don't have to drive anywhere. So Paula is going to let us know where she's calling from. She's asking me to help her get rid of her red wine. She said she drinks it. And I don't think anybody just has one glass of wine. I shouldn't say that, but everybody wants to finish it off, right? Oh, it's going to go bad, and all the stories that are creating that. We don't care what that is.
Yeah.
The beauty of this work, John, is that it's not like therapy, where you got to lay on the couch and talk about all your problems so we can hunt down and blame your mother, right? So we're not doing that. There is an experience that Paula had where wine and that emotion got locked in together. And when and that emotion is causing her to have wine. No judgment. I mean, people have the same triggers for lettuce. It's like everything's related. So first thing I'm going to do, John, I'm going to muscle test. So this is a yes answer when my fingers will not open wide. I ask the question, I test my muscles. I told my brain, I said, I want you to tell me when I get the answer right and when I get it wrong. And tell us about the nature of the question, John, given that I just want a right or wrong answer, what I'm looking for.
Yeah, so it's got to be like a yes or no answer to the question. So it's not, what will get rid of my, wine cravings. Is there a trapped emotion that will reduce or eliminate my desire for wine? Is there a trapped emotion? Yes or no?
Okay, so here's the geography. I live in Victoria, BC, which is on the west coast of Canada, north of Seattle, if you know where that is. And Paula lives in Georgia. John, can you tell us where Georgia is? I think it's on the east coast by Florida. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a ways. It's 6 or 8 hours.
That's the geography story. So I'm going to begin the session here. It's an emotion code session. I have her permission. Otherwise, I'd be working on my neighbors. But I have Paula's permission. So watch my fingers. When they lock in, that means I'm connected. So am I Michael? Yes. So I'm just checking with Paula Griswold. I have her permission. It's just like I'm dialing. Remember the days we dial into passwords? Remember the old
dial up? Yeah, way quicker than dial up.
AOL people. So it's like checking in with Paula Griswold. There we go. Am I Michael? Am I Paula Smith? I'm not. Am I Paula Creswell? I am. So I'm just going to put my hands in. I'm still musty testing here. So here's my first question. I was telling Michael that, I drink wine and, I drink it till, I just drink more than I do. What is the severity that when I drink red wine, that I drink more than I want to or could or should? Do I do that? What is the severity of this problem? 10 would be, I am drinking more than I want to. Is it 8, 9, 10? So I have a 10. 10 out of 10 for I drink wine and then I keep drinking it and I don't want to. Good. So let's ask the next question. What is the percentage of this habit or addiction or custom or trigger or season or holiday or with girlfriends? It doesn't matter. How many trapped emotion? Well, first, is all this trigger caused by unprocessed emotions? Yes, period. Okay, now we know. Is 100% of this problem caused by this page? Yes, okay, we're on a roll. Now, there's 60 of them, John. I'm going to find out. So I'm going to say, what is just an average, how many emotions are causing this? Under 5, 4, 3, look at the finger. These are all yeses. Under 5, 4, 3, 2. So is it under 2? No. Is it over 2? No. Give me a Captain Obvious. What is it? 2. So I'm working with Paula. I'm doing an emotion code live right now. Her subconscious mind's connected with me, or I'm connected to subconscious mind, telling me there's 2 emotions on this chart that are causing the addiction and habit and custom to want to have wine and keep drinking it. So good. Now I got to find them. Is the first one, is it in column A anywhere? No. Is it column B? Is it row 1, 2, 4? It's row 6. Are they both in rows? Are they both in B6? Oh, that should be easy then. So John, show the chart. I've identified 2 emotions by my muscles that are telling me 2 emotions that are in column B6. I'm going to first one. I'll read them out loud. Watch my fingers. Is the first one pride? No. Is it shame? No. It's shock. I'm going to find the other one. Is it unworthy? It's worthless. So I got 2 of them. Now I haven't deleted them yet because the first part of this job is to use muscle testing to search for them, and I found them. I'm just going to double. So is this my shock? Yeah. Is it my mom's or dad? No, it's mine. Is this my worthless? Is it shock, unworthy? Is it my worthless? It is. So so the first one is shock, and can I delete it? Okay, now I'm going to use 3 swipes. Now I'm remember, I'm connected to her. I don't want to take on the emotion. The magnet and intention will delete it. So now I'm deleting shock. Just 3 or 4 swipes. I don't really count, so don't hashtag me and say I swipe too much. So first one, shock, and then the next one is unworthy. And here's the next one, worthless. I'm deleting worthless. So I don't think I'm completely done yet, but how did we find out, John? What am I going to do? I'm going to check for the severity.
Yeah.
I'm going to measure my work. So before today's session, when I was working with Paula, who's from Georgia, she told me that she drinks wine and drinks too much. I asked her subconscious mind, said there was 2 emotions on this chart that were causing the problem. And the problem was, it was a 10. And now, is it a 10? Is it a 9? Is it an 8? Is it a 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2? Oh, there's 2. Are they trapped emotions? Are they traumas? No. Are they hidden? Oh, 2 little hidden buggers. Are they both in B6? Are they the same ones that were there? So do I have hidden shock and hidden worthless? So now deleting hidden shock. Do I have hidden worthless? Deleting hidden worthless. Okay, now I'm going to do my check again. Now, what is the severity of my interest and trigger and desire and custom? Got to have it when I see it, buy double on sale, say yes when it's offered, have it every season, with my girlfriends, whatever, drink until I don't want any more red wine. Now, what is the severity of that habit? It was a 10. Is it under 10? These are yeses. Is it under 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2? Is it under 1? Is it under 0? No. Is it over 0? No. Give me a Captain Obvious. It is 0. So do I need to ask anything more about this? Do I need to do anything else? No. So I'm just going to disconnect from Paula.
Get back into your own body.
Yeah, there. I'm Michael again. So Paula, just for, I don't know if you're on, oh no, you're on Eastern time. So it's 12:20. It's perfectly okay to pour yourself a glass of wine. So just, why don't you go get wine? You don't have to drink it, but just let me know if there's any emotions you have about it. Open it and smell it and, slosh it, well, have a drink of wine if you want. And
swirl it around.
Yeah, normally if we're working on people's pain, just like that, right, John? People say, oh, I can feel the difference. With wine, it might take 2 minutes. Okay, so Paula, you can hold your head up high and have a glass of wine at 12:20 in the afternoon, or at least a drink, or at least to pretend that you're going to drink, and then let us know.
It's the weekend. See how it goes. Yeah.
So John, let's talk to some more friends and tell me who you've got lined up for today.
Yeah, Kim volunteered at the top of the hour there, top of the show, Kim Renshaw, and it's white wine. So we're going to switch things up.
Okay.
Go to the Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay. I'm just going to say hello to a couple friends before you do that. Veronica, Jordan, people have the same thing for lettuce. She thought that was funny. Vicky, Vicky's acknowledging that she didn't know it was the wine show, but that's good. Who else? Jennifer Towner, hire bro.
Yeah.
That's it. My refresh, John. So why don't you introduce your client and what you're working on?
Yeah, Kim. So I'll just connect up to Kim now. We're going to reduce, eliminate white wine. All right. So I'm just going to connect up Kim. So can I connect up Kim Renshaw and act as a proxy? Yeah, so now I'm muscle testing for Kim. Yeah. My name's John. No, Kim. Yeah. Good. All right. So is there a trapped emotion we can clear to reduce, eliminate the want, need, desire, must have white wine? Yeah. So there is something creating this craving for white wine. Yeah. Something we can do about this. Yeah. Chardonnay. Right. Okay. And so what's the severity of this want, need, desire, must have, white wine? Is the severity of it 10, 9, 8, 8. All right, so is there trapped emotion? We can identify and clear, reduce, eliminate. Yeah, there is. All right, so is this first trapped emotion column A or B? So it's in column A, odd. No. 2, 4, 6. So it's an A6. So humiliation, jealousy, longing, lust. It's overwhelmed. Yeah. Need to know more? No. If we did need to know more, I'd surface that if it was, the age or something. Sometimes you need to know the age or different types of emotions. Don't need to know more. So we're clearing overwhelm. All right, that's
you should
clear.
also let friends know that you are talking to a subconscious mind that knows everything. It knows every answer. It's stored every event. It knows everything. The trick is, how do we get to find out? Well, and that's what John and I do, skill testing or muscle testing, yes or no answers. So just know that your subconscious mind knows all the reasons. You just need to know how to hunt. And that's why you would hire a bro to do that. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, so we're still in A6 here, just a few up from overwhelm. So we have jealousy now. So funny, we're both in that row 6 here. Okay, jealousy. Yeah, need to know more. No. Clear jealousy. This is my magnet here, little bracelet.
I've got the alpha magnet. I've got the alpha magnet 2000. John's got a bracelet.
Yeah, I just like the weight of it. It's just easy to grab.
I like the weight of that one. I like to have it nice and heavy. That's so fun.
All right, so, okay, Kim, white Chardonnay, another trapped emotion we can identify and clear to reduce, eliminate this want, need, desire, must have Chardonnay. Yeah, all right, so it's an A or B, A odd, yeah. A1, no, A3, no, A5, yeah. Blaming, no, dread, fear, horror, peeved, no. So is it one of these 5? Is it standard emotion? No. Okay, so I went through the whole list, got no's to all of them. So then I ask, is it prenatal? No. Inherited? No. So it's absorbed?
Trapped, or trauma rather?
It's absorbed.
Wow.
But fear, horror, peeve, absorbed fear. So, yes. So what this means is that it's absorbed, meaning she didn't create it herself, but she took it on from someone else. So you can be like consoling someone or just in the same room as them. Someone, had that fear and yeah, she took it on. So now you take on emotions from other people, when you're close to them and you are like consoling them, or if it happens a lot, it could be because, your frequency,
You might have created it for them, right?
Well, I was going to say,
the whole thing about absorbed emotions, there's not a lot of information on it, and every practitioner is finding them. So I'm starting a study with 27 other emotion code practitioners that I'm mentoring, and we're keeping notes, and we're going to find out more about these absorbed ones. And just like that, could I have absorbed them? Like Helena, our friend, was saying, well, maybe you absorbed them from your pet. Well, didn't know that was possible. So we're going to find out as much questions as we can about that, because people want to know, how do I prevent myself from absorbing? I think we're going to have this conversation in a future show, but
yeah,
how you had to dig to find out it was an absorbing.
Yeah. So we had to know that's the type, that's where it came from, that it was from someone else. And like what I find is that if you're vulnerable and your boundaries are vulnerable or a bit weak, then you take that in. So if your frequency is low and in a match with that fear, that you'll take that on. So that you can protect yourself by doing various things. People have different things that they do. Some people shield themselves. Some people do other clearings and rituals, whatever it may be. But that's the gist of it. So I'm just going to keep going here. Kim,
Okay, go ahead.
Find out what the severity is right now after that fear is cleared. Is that severity of this want, need, desire, must have white wine? 6, 5, 4, 3. It's a 3. So another trapped emotion we identify and clear. Yeah. Column A. No. Okay. E2. Failure. It's failure. Yeah. Kate, need no more? No. Let's release failure. Release that now. Okay. That's cleared. Yeah. Good. So is there another trapped emotion severity now? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 0. Keep going. No. That's it. That's it. All right. So just clear all those out. Process with ease. Okay. Done. We'll just disconnect.
our regular watchers, John, they always like to know about the results. When we do pain and things, people's nasal passages or headache, we do that live. People can give us an update. So Paula is saying, because I asked her for an update, she said, I'll test the red wine in a day or two. I'm actually sick today with body aches and a cough. Hashtag, we can help with that too, but it's not a body ache or a cough show. But guess what? That's emotional code related. Nothing appeals to me right now. So maybe within the next week, Paula, if you can drop a note in this conversation or join us next week, because our friends are going to want to know. Same with your client, John.
Yeah, Kim. Yeah, let us know how it goes, Kim.
Good stuff. Okay, a couple of announcements, John. If you can go and get ready to read some more people's things out there. Now today, I'm doing a 6-week weight loss program. I'm calling it the New Body Program, just to be sensitive around losing weight. And if you lose it, will you find it and all that stuff. So we're just calling it the New Body. Today's week 2. So last week I worked with 6 people in a 1-hour process. All of them set a goal weight. I found out if it was safe for them, and this was one at a time. Is it safe for them to reach that goal? Is it okay? Are they worthy? Do I believe it? I got rid of their anxiety. And each person chose 3 food or drink items last Saturday. Today's meeting, I'm meeting them for 6 weeks. Listen, for 6 weeks, I'm going to have a protocol that I do. Today, we're working on water. If they're not used to drinking water, they're going to get used to it. Now, up to 2 liters of water a day, I'm going to help change that. So imagine you wanting to have a new body. And first, we get rid of all your negative beliefs about that, all your inherited, all your anxiety. And then you start to delete 18 food, and I don't mean cut back, I'm going to delete 18 food or drink items. And today, they're going to drink water like you. Imagine the formula, lots of water, get rid of the beliefs and anxiety. I mean, to me, that's 2 out of the 4 formulas. The other one is exercise and food choices. It's a 6-week program that's coming up. I'm starting another group on Monday night, starting in March. So you can go to right here, removetrapped.emotions.com, scan down. I'm only taking 6 people. At first I was taking 10, but I learned that I can do 6 people in 1 hour. They're coming back today, #full of stories. So we're excited about that.
Nice.
Okay, John. And I am in Vancouver today. I'm doing a fundraiser for entrepreneurial kids play. And we have 100 people coming, and it's going to be on law of attraction. But someone called me, oh, I can't wait to come to your talk. Not a talk. It's not a presentation. It's not a lecture. It is a high participation, high content presentation that'll, blow your mind. On Thursday night, I did a presentation in Victoria. And the guy that was my MC was my friend. He saw me, he's with me all the time. He seen me do presentations. And he said, he goes, here's Michael's promise tonight. This was for a law of attraction. You're going to remember, Michael's going to engage 100% of everybody in the room. He's going to hold your attention for 25 minutes. And you're going to remember 100% of everything I said or everything he says. And guess what? That's exactly what happened. So shout out to all my friends that came, and friends and new friends that came to the Thursday presentation with Inspired Victoria. And I have a full day, half-day seminar coming up in Victoria as well. Just go to removetrapped.emotions.com and check it out there. John, back to you. Who is saying what, please?
Yeah, what do we have here? We have Sylvia saying, don't drop the magnet on your foot. Daisy's here, says hello.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah, Jennifer is saying, oh, that absorbed sorrow is the big one.
I knew you weren't going to say it.
The bitch. The bros got rid of it for me, she says, though.
There you go. Yeah.
Sylvia says, absorbed emotions. I didn't know that was a thing. Please do a show on it.
I was working with a woman this week that is a hairstylist. And she said, I had a bride. She was working on a bride this week. And the bride was in so much turmoil and anxiety. And she said, when this woman left, she said, my whole mood changed. And so she has a meeting with me 2 days later, and she didn't tell me the bride story. I said, oh, you absorbed some emotions. And they were all from the bride. And I told her it was 2:00 on Tuesday. I was muscle testing. Remember yes or no questions? Did this happen Sunday? Oh, it's Tuesday. Was it 8 a.m., 9? Oh, it happened 2:00. And she said, she goes, I know exactly who that was. Not to blame the woman. Her client was anxious and fear about or whatever it was, and she picked it up. So she wanted to know, what should I do in the future And that's what we're going to talk about at another show that Sylvia's suggesting. I want to learn more about absorbed emotions before I talk about it freely. And a lot of practitioners have their own ideas about it. What if we collectively could find a lot of scenarios about where it happens and why it happens and so on and so on. I just thought it'd be nice to have, there's not a big section of it in Dr. Brad's book. So I thought, you know what, let's make a big section. Let's learn more about it. Just like I did with the food. Remember I did the 100 elimination on food? That was a study.
Yeah.
Because when I worked on food with other people and myself, it took like 1 or 2 emotions and it was gone. I thought, wow, I wonder if this is going to happen all the time. And out of the 100 people, 92 people experienced total elimination of the food or drink item. So that's a pretty good study for me. And Kim is thanking you, John, for her session, and she's going to let us know for sure.
Yeah, great. Lynn just joined us. Hola, from Langley, BC, living in Puerto Vallarta. Nice.
Hey, Lynn, welcome. And John Schluffback has joined us. He's saying hello to you and I.
Hey, John.
Okay, and Paul is going to be
back next week.
Saturday, and Marcia Green is from Windy, Montana. Oh, Ian's wanting to know where I'm at. I'm in Vancouver today. I'm here. I live on an island, so I'm doing a presentation tonight in Vancouver, but sometimes they cancel the ferries when it's windy, and I don't know. I just don't trust traveling the same. It takes a lot to get to Vancouver when you live on an island, It's an hour to the ferry terminal just to get there early, waiting at the ferry terminal. Then the ferry's an hour and a half, and then it's an hour. Don't get me started. People say, oh, you're close to Vancouver. Yeah, but this is the first time I've been in Vancouver in years, other than the airport. So,
Guy, you got to take that float plane.
Well, I'm taking the float plane home.
Yeah.
Because when it comes time to get home, I just want to get home. So then there's the fog, right? If it's foggy out, the float plane's done.
Or windy.
I have a 9 o'clock flight tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And I'm going to wake up and it's foggy. Then I'll head out to the ferry terminal.
Right.
Okay. Speaking of islands, Roger Leck is from Singapore. He's joined us. The most active island in the world, Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
I love Singapore. Well, good, John. Good. So, we got a lot of feedback and a lot of comments on today's show. Now, today might be a subtle way to share this show to your friend. Yeah, I know who I know you know who I'm talking about. A friend that might drink too much. The other thing that might happen with the wine, it might pass over their drinks too. We're not sure about that, but our 2 friends will let us know.
Yeah.
I'd say, then I'm going to start drinking white wine. Probably not. But, we're doing a study here, so you'll let us know about the severity of that. Okay, John, one more refresh with the comments on your end. If you get something different than me, let me know.
I'm not seeing anything else, no.
I think Roger was the last
Roger.
one. Yeah. So like always, if you're watching the show after it's gone live, leave us a message, make comments. We look and monitor the results. We want to help you as much as we can. You can go to my page, removetrappedemotions.com. You can see my menu of what I work on. You can also see information about that 6-week new body program. And John, tell them about how to get to your place. And
yeah, to book a one-on-one session, I'm at aliveandpeer.com. It's right below me there, and I'll put a link in the comments as well to click on.
Okay.
And yeah, also have a session menu. Call it a session building plan. We're not just the wine removal whisperers. We do a lot, and so it might surface some other ideas to address. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out with the bros this morning. We'd love for you to share today's show. Let other people know about an easy way to reduce alcohol or eliminate alcohol in your life. It's also good for smoking too. Hashtag in case you're wondering about that. A few more sessions and a quickie like today, but it is possible. John, let's say goodbye to our friends, and we will see everybody here next week, 9 o'clock Pacific, 12 noon Eastern.
Have a great week.
See you later, everybody.